Record. Okay, so standing on your mat. Have your bands handy, guys, because we will be using both this evening. Standing on your mat. The lighting is better today. It was brutal on Tuesday, but we will have that resolved by next week. Okay, so I'm going to come quite close to begin with. Okay, just bringing your feet about hip distance apart. Okay, and just a gentle tuck of the pelvis. Not too much of an imprint. Okay, not too much, just a little tuck. And just flex the bum a little bit, so activate the glutes. From here, I want you to slightly bend the knees, okay? And then from there, I want you to place your hands just above your knees, so just your lower thigh, okay? So like that. All right? So gently sticking the bum away. I don't want you to dip your back. That's why I got you to tuck your pelvis before you come into that position, okay? So don't be sticking the bum away fully. Don't arch your lower back. So just a gentle tuck. So you're in a neutral position before we begin, okay? So eye line looking down. I'm going to go through it really slowly. Hands resting on the lower thigh. Nice long spine. So just visualize the positioning of your neck from the base of your spine all the way up to the middle of the spine for back neck. From here, you're going to take a big breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to now start to tuck the tailbone in underneath you, rounding the abdominals. Okay, bring the rib cage down towards the pelvis. Really tucking that pelvis. And once you get to that point where you can't go any further, start to push through your mid-spine. Okay, draw the shoulder blades away, okay, and really contracting the front part of your chest. So activate the pec and bring the chin to the chest. Inhale to stay, and on the exhale, starting from the tailbone again, bum comes away, stick it away, soften your lower back, mid back, bring your shoulder blades together, open the chest, head lift, open the neck. You can go a little bit higher if you feel that you're able, but if it's uncomfortable at the back of your neck, don't force it, okay? And from there, inhale, exhale, tuck, bum, 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 and mid-spine, shoulder blades, chin to chest. And then we're going to open as you exhale again. Open, 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 bum, mid-spine, shoulder blades together, open chest, neck comes up, okay? How was that? Okay, so everybody, I'm going to watch you through this, okay? So just holding, good stuff. So holding that position. And as I said, just visualize you're on your hands and knees. Okay, let's go together. Take a big breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to drive that pelvis in underneath it. Use your abs to draw it under. Bring the rib cage down closer, 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 as much as you can, and then start to push to the mid-spine. Lengthen through the spine. You can feel that spine stretching out. Bring the chin to chest. From here, we're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, start to move your pelvis away. So stick the bum away, soften your lower back, mid-back, open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and looking up. Okay, big breath in. And on the exhale, tuck the pelvis. Good. Pushing through. Good. Keep the hands where they are. Lengthen through that upper back as you draw your shoulder blades away. Feel the back stretching between the shoulder blade area. Chin to chest. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, stick the bum away. Stick it away. Bring the belly button towards the floor. Good. And open the chest, looking up towards the ceiling if you can. Inhale to stay. Exhale and tuck the pelvis, please. We're going for 2 more. Keep the toes down and engaged. Lengthen through that upper back shoulder blade area. Go on, hold. Nice long arms, reaching those hands to your knees. And exhale, stick the bum away. We're going for 1 more after this, guys. Open the chest, lengthen through the torso. Open the front of your neck, please. Last one, big breath in. And on the exhale to tuck. Good. Bring that chin down. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale. Last one as we release. Slowly. Feeling those vertebrae loosening and stretching and opening. And then just bring yourself back to neutral and slowly come back up to standing. Right. Okay. Hope that went okay. Okay, so from there, guys, just bringing your feet in underneath your hips. All right. Okay. And I just want you to feel the ground underneath your feet, okay? Just rocking forward and back. Okay, and because the classes are now 50 minutes instead of the 60, we kind of go quickly through the warm-up and straight into the main event, okay? So gentle rocking forward and back, okay? And then from there, coming up onto the tiptoes, release down. Up onto the tiptoes, release. Breathe in as you lift. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, so nice lift of the heels, rolling onto the balls of the feet and release down. Okay, good. Something I see Tom doing quite often. Walks around on his tippy toes now and again. And it's something that we should all be doing is activation of the calves, okay? Keeping those calf muscles strong, keeping the Achilles strong, the tendons in the feet strong, and the toes active, okay? Tend to neglect this area unless we're injured, okay? Just give me 3 more. Good. 2. Just bring awareness to your foot as you're coming back down. Make sure that you're going through the whole foot, the neutral foot, rather than rolling out or inward, okay? So from there, guys, keeping those feet in underneath your hips, and we're going to come down just into a narrowish squat, not too deep. Just bring the hands in front of your chest, open the back, but don't let yourself come too far forward, okay? No leaning forward, okay? We're looking straight ahead. Good. And just bringing awareness to how much weight is going into each leg, okay? So I tend to lean slightly towards my right, okay? Just try and bring awareness to that area and try and correct as best you can, okay? We all have little weaknesses in our bodies, but it's about knowing where they are and trying to, I suppose, correct them as best you can, okay? Good. Well done. Nice squat. If you're struggling with any injuries, just don't go so deep, okay? Just a little one, but really forcing the hips forward as you come back up, okay? Don't go so deep if you're struggling with any knee problems. Or what you can do is use the wall as support, lean against the wall and squat down and just hold that position for 10 seconds and then come back up and do maybe 6 reps to 8 reps of it. Okay, we're going to go for 10, 9, hold on, 8, 7, 6, good job. And for 4, 3, 2, last one, guys, well done. 1. Okay, so bringing that right leg behind. Okay, bring the knee not all the way down, so keeping the lower leg, or the back leg, should I say, the lower part of the back leg parallel to the floor. Reaching your hands to the ceiling, and then release the arms down. Inhale to reach, exhale to lower. Keep the body in that same position so the leg doesn't move. The back, front leg stays as is. Make sure your front knee is in line with your ankle bone and not too far forward. We're reaching, lengthening. Good. Reach. Lifting the rib cage as you reach. Exhale to lower. For 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Good. From there, I want you to cross your arms like so. Okay? Okay, resting hand on opposite elbow. And from here, we're going to take a breath in. And on the exhale, slowly rotating towards that bent knee in front. Inhale, coming back to center. And rotating to that same side. Inhale to center. Exhale. If you're struggling, bring your knee down. Okay? Inhale, center. Exhale. Make sure your hips are facing forward and that you're just rotating from the belly button. Okay? Keeping that hip forward. Don't let it come back. Good. Done. A little burning coming into the quads now. Call me a few names at this stage. We're only 10 minutes in, lads. Come on. Control yourself. 1 more. Release the hands down. Come back up to standing. And switcheroo. Bring the right leg in front or your opposite leg, whichever one you didn't have in front. In front. Coming down to that nice lunge position. Keeping that front knee in line with your ankles. And bring that other leg back into a comfortable position. Okay, so make sure that you're not overextending and there's no soreness around the knee. Inhale to reach the ceiling. Exhale to lower. Good. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Reaching. Really lifting up out of that rib cage. Mind that right knee almost kind of dropping in there. Bring it out wider. Bring that right knee out. Good. Better. Well done. Much better. Don't let it come in. Well done. Reaching and lowering. Good. 4. Keep the chin down. Try not to lift the chin with you. Good. We're going to go for another 2. No bouncing in that lunge position. Good. Last 1. Lovely. Well done. Okay, crossing the arms, stay down. Okay, and we're going to do rotation. Lovely. So when take a breath in and on the exhale to rotate. If anyone's really struggling, as I said, bring that back leg down and rest, but use the rotation. Really focus on getting that rotation in your spine. And as you do that rotation, you'll feel a deeper stretch coming into that left hip flexor, the leg is behind. Inhale as you rotate back to center. Exhale, coming to the right. Roll that belly button to spine, big breath in. Exhale to rotate. Staying nice and tall. Don't lean forward. Big breath in. Good. Come to my knee down, sorry. And rotate. Good. Nearly there. 3. 2 more. Nice and good control. Nice balance. Last one. Lovely. Bring it back to center. If you need to support yourself, place your hands on your knees as you bring that leg back up. Good stuff. Okay, so from there, we will be using the bands in a little while, so just have your long band handy. From here, guys, we're going to bring the opposite leg back. So if you had your right leg in front, bring your right leg behind, just a little rest. Okay? From here, guys, we're going to bring our hands to ceiling, hold, and take a big breath in, and then you're going to come up into a lunge position, driving that knee towards the sky or towards the ceiling into a 90-degree position, okay? Coming back, as you come back, arms reach, extend to ceiling. Exhale to drive. Squeezing the glute of that standing leg, gently locking out the knee of the standing leg. Inhale. Exhale. Holding that position as you drive the knee up. Hold it for 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, and as you reach those hands to ceiling, don't duck with your head. Okay, I want to keep that nice straight spine. So if your head is moving forward, bring your hands forward as you reach that leg back, okay? If your head position's changing, don't bring your hands down lower. Don't go too far back with the hand. Good. We're nearly there. Take your time. As I said, hold that standing position. 1 more. Place the leg down. Switcheroo, guys. Left leg behind or the other leg behind, whichever one you didn't have behind. Okay, everybody's different. Inhale to reach. As I said, your head is pushing forward, hands down lower. Okay? Inhale, exhale to drive up. Inhale, mind that knee isn't tracking in. You feel that your front knee is going inwards. We want to prevent that from happening. So really taking your time. Good. And really feeling the glutes of that standing leg firing up. Hold it for maybe 2 or 3 seconds. Emer at the top. Good. Work on your stability. Lovely. Drive that knee up. Just mind your knee, Martin, please. Good. Just give me 2 more, everybody. Lovely. 1 more. Good, Colette. Well done. Excellent. Everyone all right, I hope? Okay. So we're going to come down onto our knees. And if you have your long bands handy, grab them. Okay. We'll get closer. Okay. All right, everybody. So grab your long bands. And if you don't have them, don't worry about it. What I'll get you to do, for those that don't have the bands, I'm literally going to get you to circle the arms. I want 20 back, 20 forward. Okay, and then I'm going to get you to bring your palms facing up, tip your shoulders, and reach back. Okay, and I want 10 of these, really slow and controlled. So 20 circles forward, 20 back, and then I want you to work your biceps by just reaching those shoulders and back. Everybody else, grab your long bands. Okay, and if anyone hasn't got them, will you please let me know? There's no point in you just continuing without them when everybody else is working with them. So we're going to grab them, place them under your knee. All right, wrap them from your big toe out, or put them through your big finger, big finger, index finger, and out the baby end. All right, and palms are facing forward to begin, and then bring them behind you. Resting them on your shoulder blades, either side. Make sure they're under your knees and secure. From there, guys, just I want you to, before you begin, is bring awareness to your abdominals. So draw the belly button towards the spine. I want a neutral pelvis to squeeze the glutes. Don't stick the bum away. Just squeeze the glutes and push the hips gently forward. Okay, standing nice and tall from the knees to the crown of your head. Big breath in. And on the exhale, we're going overhead shoulder flex. Coming down with your elbows towards your side. Exhale to drive. Good. Breathe in. Breathe in as you lower. Well done. Anyone suffering with any neck issues, maybe go for option A without the bands and just use circles and shoulder taps. And you'll still be getting a serious workout, but without the resistance added in there. Good. Well done. We haven't done arms in a while. Only kind of press ups, but resistance bands haven't been used for a little while. Definitely lacking a bit of strength there. Thank God I'm not on the blue. And again, just bringing awareness to your neck. Make sure you're not pushing your neck forward. If that's the case, reduce the resistance. Walk your hands further towards the ends of the band so you've got more length, more slack. Okay. 4, 3, 2, getting hot now. 1, lovely. Bring your elbows in line with your shoulders, okay? Gentle pulses. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down for a second. Take a breather and drive up again for 10. Come on. 9, 8, 7, 6. Mind your head, guys, okay? 4, 3. Work without the bands if you start to feel it in your neck, okay? Just like loosen the bands, get rid of them, throw them on the floor, okay? If you start to feel it in your neck, okay? So from there, guys, bringing the hands down. Again, same positioning with the bands, out through the baby end on both sides. Elbows in, locked, nice and tight. Give yourself a nice bit of resistance, so walk your hands down the bands, okay? So they're slightly fully extended, elbows locked in. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, bring your hands to your shoulders. Palms facing inwards towards your shoulders. Breathing in. Bringing awareness to the positioning of your pelvis, your spine, okay? Your head. Okay, good control. Slowly coming down with those hands, not just flying up and down, okay? I want control. Meeting the resistance coming back down as well as on the way up, okay? Obviously the bands want to pull you down. Don't let that happen, okay? You want some control over that. Feel the burn, okay? Good. Done. Again, don't stick the bum away, staying nice and tall. Feel the glutes active. Maybe 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Just get rid of the bands just to one side, but stay kneeling on them because we're going to grab them again. Those that were just doing circles without the bands, you're going to join in with us now, okay? So palms facing down, and we're all going to go for circles, okay? Holding that nice tall posture, squeezing the glutes, bracing the abdominals, breathing into it. Your upper arms will start to feel a little bit fatigued at this point. That's perfectly normal. So just remember which way you're going with your arms. We're going to reverse it now, opposite way. Don't be counting, just move until I say when. I don't want anyone correct me. There, Faye. Zip it. We did 10 on one side and 12 on the other. Okay, hold. Arms facing forward. We're going to come in, shoulder width apart, open up. Going back behind your shoulders. Open that chest, but don't dip your lower back. Stay with the ribs engaged. Okay? Go forward. Bring the arms back. We're keeping that abdominal connection, so don't dip into the lower back. Don't round the lower back. Okay? Keep that nice straight posture. And back, open the chest. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Good. Stay for an exhale here. We're going to inhale as you open now. Breathing in. Reversing the breath work. In as you open. Exhale. In. Exhale. We're nearly there. Good. Bring the hands out. Palms facing up. Tip your shoulders. Show off the guns. And then extend back. Tip. Extend. YMCA style, guys. Good stuff. I was going to start singing there. I better not. Is your knee okay, Alma? You okay? Just taking a break? You're caught rapid. Stay up. Good. How are those arms? Give us thumbs up. Good stuff, Laura. Just give me 2 more. Lovely. 1 more. You haven't done it already. Good stuff. And just relax the arms down for a moment. Grab your bands again when you're ready. Last arm exercise, I promise. If you don't have the bands, locking the elbows in tight, hands facing inwards towards each other, and just extend the arms. Keep the elbows back then and extend. That's without the band. Just really focus on contracting the backs of the arms. Everybody else holding the bands. And I want the palms facing inwards, bands coming out the big thumb and index side. Okay, so you're feeding it through the big thumb and index finger. Elbows in. Take a breath in, hands at your hips, and then extend from there. Straight arms. Inhale. As you bring your hands to your shoulders, exhale, extend. Breathing in. I don't want to see this. No flexing at the waist. Staying nice and tall. You can go with as much slack on the band as you need. Good. For 3. For 2, we're going to hold it out there on the last one. 1, hold and pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice and tall. Not this position, please. Nice and tall. Good. Pulsing. Squeezing the glutes. Draw the belly button in. Good. Feel the backs of the arms active now, guys. Lovely. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. You can release the long band. Okay. So we're going to work on our sides. Have your short bands handy. If you don't have a short band and you only have a long band, just tie a knot in it. Wrap them around your thighs. Tie a knot in it. And then keep it at that width. Okay. All right. So tie a good knot in it. Everybody else have the short bands handy. Staying on your knees, guys. We're going to come down from here. Come towards the top of your, middle of your mat, I suppose. Drop the left hand down. And I want you to extend the top leg. If anyone's struggling with reaching towards the floor, Martin, I know you have blocks. So if you want to use a block, you can build them up. Support yourself with that block under the hand. And it just takes the pressure off a little bit. If anybody else hasn't got blocks, you can use pillows, preferably a little bit tougher than this, or you can layer them up, okay? So there is options. Or if you've got big books at home, you can layer a couple of books either, okay? So extending nice and long. I want you to just check in with your tippy toes down that top leg, check in with that, okay? And I want you to make sure that that waist isn't rotated back before we begin. So keep your hips in line, all right? Drop the palm of the hand down towards the floor and just lifting the top leg up, bring the hand behind the head and hold. Breathing into this position, please. From here, you're going to bring your knee forward towards your hip and then extend away. Bring it forward as if you're running, extend away. Breathing in, extend. If anyone's struggling, keep going, guys, please. Just hold the side plank with bent knees, okay? If you want to lift your leg from there, you could do that. Okay, just going forward and back. Keep going, guys. Lovely. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff. Okay, from here, supporting yourself with that top hand. I want you to bring the other leg out and then release and hold. Okay, so full side plank. If it's too much, come down onto your knees and hold that position. You can reach your hands to the ceiling either. And Nori, maybe go from the knees. It's still early days. So don't, anyone with any back issues or anything, just don't force it. Okay, so holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come out of it, mind yourselves. Gently. Lovely stuff. And then we're going to come onto our back. Okay, so we're going to come into, actually, you know what? We won't. Come on and do our other side because I want to introduce the band then. I don't want to make this any harder than it already is. So come on to your other side. Okay, and and extend the top leg forward, or lengthways, sorry. Good. And keep it in line. Keep both hips in line. So just check in before you start to lift. All right. Get your alignment correct. Once you're happy, lift. Hand behind the head. Everybody else struggling with this position, please keep the knees bent. In, extend away. Drive in, extend. Good. For 4, 3, 2, one more, and drop that leg down, please, okay? Supporting yourself. If you feel that you want to go on your elbows to do this, fine. I generally bring my top leg forward of my bottom, other leg behind, and then reach. Breathing into it, holding this nice side plank position, please. Good. Well done. Hot one today. Get my face out of that camera. Keep going. Lovely. Bit of strength required. Just be mindful of your elbows there, Cleena. You're quite hypermobile there, so just be careful. If you need to go down onto your elbow, do. Nice choice, Suzanne. Keep the hips up. Good. Lovely pause. Just mind that left hip pause. Bring it slightly forward. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lovely. And 1. Good stuff. I'm very red. Okay. So we're going to grab our bands. All right. And wrap them around your thighs. Lovely. Okay. Go lengthways. Lovely jubbly. So wrapping them around your thighs. Lying down onto your back, please. Okay, crooked there. Okay. Resting your heads down. If you need your pillows, guys, grab them for under your head. Okay. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, slowly, 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 just rocking into an imprint position and then releasing. So gentle rock forward and back. For 3 more. For 2. For 1 more. Good. And just check in with your hips. Do they feel level? Okay. Take your hands into your pelvis. And then from there, bring the hands behind the head and support the weight of your head. Okay. Little tension on the band. So gently pulling the knees apart from each other. And not, say about maybe 20% effort into the band. Okay. So just bringing an awareness to that area, but not necessarily killing it. So I don't want you really forcing into band with those legs. 20% effort. Okay, big breath in. And on the exhale, we're gently coming up into ab press. Slowly coming down. And exhale. Good. Inhale to come down. Okay. Slowly coming down. Nice control. Drawing that belly button towards your spine. Exhale. So as you come up, don't push the belly out. Okay, you want to draw everything down. Okay, and make sure you're breathing, because if you hold your breath, it puts a lot of internal pressure into that area, your intestines, etc. So you can cause injuries, hernias, etc. So please breathe. There's a reason why I emphasize the breathing. It makes everything a lot easier. Okay. For 3 more. 2. 1 more. Check in with your legs. Are they pushing against the band, or have they switched off? Okay, from here, guys, we're going to do the same movement with our upper body, but with the slight rotation towards our left leg to begin. And as we come up, we're going to lift that left knee towards us and rotate towards that left leg. As you come back to center, then you bring your leg down, okay, and then we switch. Right leg comes up, and you rotate. Rotate your upper body before you release the leg, and then release down. Inhale, exhale, sitting up, lift, rotate. Back to center with your body. and then release down. Inhale, exhale, lift, center the body. Release the leg down, keeping the resistance on the band. Inhale, exhale, bring it back. You don't need to bring your knee too far in, guys, unless you feel that you're struggling with lower back connection. Okay, if you feel that you're arching too much or you're putting pressure on your lower back, then bring it a little bit closer. Okay, center, then release, center, release. Good. Center. We're going for two more. Good. Last one on this side. Last one of this exercise. Good. From here, guys, I want you to bring your left leg up. Okay. Keeping that tabletop position with that left leg. And I want you to reach towards the outer side of that left leg. As you come down, extend. You can support yourself, with that left hand behind your head. Reaching the right arm back and reaching over. So it's getting you a little bit deeper. Pulling the legs slightly apart, but keeping them at least hip distance apart, not too much wider. So reaching to that outer shin. Good. Go for 5 more. For 4. Good. For 2. 1 more. Lovely stuff. We'll do the other side in a moment. Keeping that leg up. Bring your hands down by your side. And bring the other leg to meet you. Meet the other leg, okay? A little bit of resistance on the band, please. Hands down by your side. Support yourself. Take a big breath in. Slowly reaching towards the floor. Bring it up. And reach. And up. Reach. Good. You can reach with your heel or reach with your toes. Okay? Whatever you feel most comfortable with. If you want to challenge yourself, reaching with the heels is that little bit harder. And if you're struggling, just go halfway down, back up. Halfway, back up. Okay? Lovely. Please make sure you have a prop under your head if you need it. Sarah, you definitely do. So please have that under. Martin. Who else? I think Dina. The fastest that I've done before. Good. Go for 1 more each side. Last one on this side. Good. Hold. Okay. Drop your left leg or the leg that was up the last time. Keep the right one lifted. Hand behind your right hand behind your head. Left arm extended. Take a breath in. Exhale to reach to your outer shin, please. Inhale to lower. So you're going to feel your thigh pushing into that band, and you're going to feel the hip flexors working. They're going to be talking to you. Okay? And that's good. They're talking nice and gently to you, saying, well done. Keep it going. This is good pain. You can do it. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down. Release that leg down. And when you're ready, we're going to just adjust the bands. So just be careful, please. Wrapping them around the soles of the feet. Okay, we've done this before. Make sure that they're around the arch of the feet and that you've got resistance on the bands before you extend. Okay, so again, about 20% going laterally into the band. Okay, arch the feet. Okay, hands behind the head and take a breath in, and on the exhale, you're going to come into an ab press. From here, staying in your sit-up position, I want you to push with your right leg into full extension and pull with that left leg. Okay, so you're really pulling that left leg towards your chest. Breathing into it, holding, breathe, keeping that imprint position. Feel those abdominals firing up, lovely. Really firing up here, guys. Holding, elbows back, don't have the elbows forward, elbows back. If you need to rest your head down, do. Keep going. From here, guys, we're going to switch. Right leg comes forward, left leg extends, hold. Breathing, roll the belly button down. Good. You need to hold your knee if you're struggling. You can do that for a second. Good. Breathe. Nice. The lower down your leg is, the harder it is. Make sure you're keeping that imprint position. Slowly switch. Good. Keep it going, guys. Well done. This is good. Breathe. Breathe. Switch. Last one. Good. Breathe, 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 breathe. For 3, for 2, for 1. Now we're going to move through it quickly. Keep the resistance on the band. Alternating legs. Good. For 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And bring it in. Bring the band around your thighs again and just hug your knees into your chest. And say, thank you to Jesus. Good job. Okay, so lying onto your left side. All right. And we're going to just finish with some leg work. And then a little bit of push-up stuff. Finish with the push-ups. Okay. So we're going to start with double leg lifts. So resting down, lying onto your left side. Keep the band nice and secure on the legs, lower thigh, preferably so it doesn't roll up. Resting your head onto your upper arm. Make sure you can extend that arm, okay? From here, we're going to lift the 2 legs together. They're stuck together. They're working as one unit, lifting and balancing on that hip. Draw that belly button towards your spine. Holding and slowly release down. Big breath in. And if you need to put your hand here to stabilize, lift up. Hold. If you're struggling, just bring single leg up. And if you can lift the other one, then separately do. Big breath in. Exhale to lift. If you can't do either, just work with your top leg and just holding into that resistance of the band, okay? Lower the 2 legs together and lift and lower. Good. For 4 more. For 3. And lift. Last 2. Or last 1, should I say, sorry. And lower down. From here, guys, just lifting that top leg and we're going to circle forward, please. Good. Nice circle. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. And opposite way if you want to release the arm. Challenge your stabilization and core strength. You can do that. If you feel that you're rocking too much, keep your hand down. Okay. 2, 1. Bend your knees. Okay. Stacking the knees and the feet. Hips in line. A little tension in the abdominals, please. And then from there, guys, lifting that top leg. Okay. And lift and lower. Good. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, keep the leg in line with your hips. Circle the leg forward. Keeping that bent knee. No rocking in the pelvis. Come on, these are the last few exercises of the night. Last bit of pain. After you do the other side and after you finish with your push-ups. Promise it's the left. Keep going. Lovely. Give me 1 more this way. Opposite way, please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Serious burning going on there now. That yours is definitely alive. Okay. From there, guys, we're going to go on to our knees. We'll do our push-ups now and then finish line on the opposite side. Okay. All right. So coming down to your knees or do full, whichever you feel you want to do at this moment in time. They will be slow push-ups, so a bit more challenging. Okay. So wider with the hands. Take a breath in. Make sure your posture is correct. You're not dipping the hips before you begin. Nice corset around the waist and the pelvis. Big breath in. Slowly coming down. For 3, 2, 1. Back up. Bring the chest to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Push up. Good. Well done. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Mind your neck isn't pushing forward. Lovely. Last one. And push up. Good stuff, guys. Lying onto your opposite side. And we'll get the glutes active on the other side. It'd be rude not to press your head down. Okay. And support yourself. But I don't want any shifting in the pelvis. Okay. Have a little look down. Make sure you have a nice straight alignment from the ankles all the way to the crown of your head. Draw the belly button in. Activate that side waist. Check in. Okay. And just check in with your stomach as well every now and again. That's not switched off. Okay. Big breath in. On the exhale, lifting together. Okay. They're stuck together, those legs. Lifting and lowering. Good. Lower down. Good. And I feel a nice little activation in that waist as well. Lovely. Give me 3 more. And 2. Lovely. Last one. Good stuff. Okay, lifting that top leg. We're going to circle whichever way you feel you want to go. Remember which way you did go. Good. Job. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back the other way, please. Good job. Well done. And 2, and 1. Release the leg down, bend the knees. Check your hips are fit together and parallel. If they're not rotated back or forward. And just make sure they stay that way. Lifting that top leg and then lowering it down. Keep the abs active, guys. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Keep the leg in line with your hip now. We're going to circle the hip in that bent knee position, please. Nice circle. So bringing it back in line with your hip and then bringing it forward. Good. I love this one. Get everywhere. Lovely. One more. Hold and go the opposite way. So forward, up, and around. It's always harder, this one. Good. Three, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're finishing with some push-up. We'll gentle backwards, and then you are free to stretch, and then you can go. Okay, promise. So last set of push-ups. Okay, for the evening. Go wide. Okay, again, bring yourself into a hands and knee position and bring the hips forward then. You should feel your glutes naturally becoming active as you bring down a little bit, come down further with the pelvis. Okay, but as I say, as I always reiterate, is not to bring them down too low. You feel your back pinching in the lower spine. Okay, hands wider than shoulder width. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Coming down for 3, 2, 1. Wait for your chest to meet the floor and come back up. Chest to meet the floor. And up. For 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Good. For 3, 2, 1. And up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. Drive. 3, 2, 1. Good. Give me 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Lift your head, Laura. 3, 2. Not that high. As if you're kissing the ground. Good. Lovely. Give me 1 more. That's better. Last one. Drive up. Come on. There we go. And just plonk your body down onto the floor there. You all right, Bab? Okay, so face down. Well done. Good job, everybody. We'll just do a little back activation and then we are on water to now. So we'll finish attention on the button. Okay. So just nice and long with the arms. And I want you to reach with the tippy toes And bringing your feet hip distance apart. Take the bands off, obviously, sorry. Take them off if you haven't got them off. A second or two. Eye line down, and then from there, I want you to bend the elbows and bring them in line with your shoulders. Okay, so full extension, bring them in line with your shoulders. Elbows stay down. Eye line looking down. Resting your head onto the mat. I'm lifting mine because I need to talk. Rest your forehead onto the mat. You're going to take a breath here, and I want you to squeeze the glutes ever so slightly. I want you to activate your thighs so your kneecaps will draw gently off the floor and point your toes. Okay. From there, you're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, you're gently going to come up off the mat with your chest. Now, your hands and arms aren't pushing into the floor. It's purely your back doing the work. Okay. If you're struggling, you can use those elbows to help. Inhale to stay, exhale to come down slowly. Breathing in, squeeze the glutes, protect your back, exhale to lift. Inhale to stay, exhale. Breath in, exhale to lift. Lift the arms. Good, holding. Inhale, bring the elbows back. Exhale to reach. Inhale to draw them back. Exhale to reach. Feel the back working here, the lats working. Even without the resistance, you can really feel those muscles in your back firing up. So inhale as you reach. Exhale, come down. Squeezing your elbows in nice and tight against your waist. Squeeze. Drawing those shoulder blades together, opening the chest. You need 2 more. 1 more. Hands and arms down. Rest your head down. And I want you to come into a gentle shell stretch, guys. Well done. There's fast getting onto your heels, please. Reach the arms nice and long. And that was a hot one tonight. Well done. Lovely. From there, guys, I want you to bring your right knee forward. I want you to just lean onto that front leg, leaning far enough that you feel a nice effective stretch coming into play on that left side. Okay, rest your elbows down, relax your arms up, push ups, they might be a bit shaky. Look at washing your hair later. And after the band work. Okay, holding. And then slowly, slowly place your hands onto the mat. And I want you to walk your bum back and extend your front leg gently. Be mindful, okay? Okay, holding, getting a nice hamstring stretch here. Right. Goes towards you, feel it as you growing. And then walk your hands forward slowly. And then from there, guys, I'm going to get you to place your right hand in on the inside of that right foot. And you're going to reach the left hand to the ceiling. Good. Holding. Okay. And slowly place that down. Bring your right hand back over the foot to the side. And then slowly release coming out of that position. Bring the other leg forward. And then, as I say, just leaning as much as you need to feel a stretch from the opposite leg at the front. Pressing your hand onto that knee if you want. If you want to squeeze the bum off that leg, it'll give you an even deeper stretch in that hip flexor. Okay. No bouncing on the stretch, just hold it. When you're ready, place hands either side of the foot. And just gently, gently bring your backside back towards the other leg or the foot. And as you do so, extending that front leg, bringing your toes towards you and getting a lovely nervy stretch on the back of that leg. Not very pleasant. All right, so the more you bring your toes towards you, the more unpleasant it is. Okay. Walk that foot forward. Bring your hands either side of, the inside of the foot, both hands on the inside of the foot. Keeping the inner hand, the one close to the foot, on the mat, and then releasing the opposite one, opening up that chest, holding, breathing. And then bring that hand down, slowly coming out of that position, coming onto your knees. Good. From there, guys, just circle the shoulders back. Nice relaxed hands and arms. Dead weight with the arms, please. No tension. Try and go the opposite way, please. Good. And then now just bring the arm across. Switch. Pushing into that arm, getting the back of the shoulder open. Deltoid, that deltoid. Middle deltoid, go on here, the back of the arm. Release. From there, reaching over with your left arm. Last one, guys, and then we're done. Down, right. One more each side. Last one. And you're done, guys. Well done, everybody. Let me bright lights off. How was that?
That was good.